Well, here's a twofer for you. Islam and tariffs. What does one have to do with the other? At first blush, nothing. But when you see the strategies that President Trump is using, you understand both more deeply. Papa, for the boys, singing a song of triumph with tariffs bringing the world to fairness, but also singing a song of unfairness with Islam threatening the world with death or conversion. Trump's tariff negotiations and Islam's historical expansion through conversion or death are two wildly different beasts, but both hinge on high-stakes choices with big consequences. Trump's approach to tariffs is like a global poker game. He slaps on steep tariffs, rates sometimes 15 to 25% or more, like with Japan or Vietnam, to pressure countries into cutting deals. It's economic brinksmanship. Pay the tariff or negotiate a trade deal. An agreement that favors the United States or at least finally brings fairness to the relationship. The strategy is messy, often unpredictable. Nobody, not even Japanese officials, seem to know what Trump really wants. Some countries like EU, several countries in league, bite the bullet and settle for lower tariffs like 15%. to avoid worse outcomes. Others, like Vietnam, haggle down from 46% to 20%. It's coercion through economic pain. But it's not a guillotine. It's a bargaining chip. Markets get rattled. Allies get annoyed. But Trump's betting the short-term chaos forces long-term wins for American trade. Now, Islam's early expansion and the world as it will be when Islam gains majority or at least strong enough percentage of the population in any country to wield its influence without significant opposition. But look particularly in the 7th and 8th centuries, often involved offering non-Muslims a stark choice. Convert, pay a tax called Jizya, or face battle and death. This wasn't a universal rule. Context varied by region and ruler. But in places like Arabian Peninsula or during conquests in Persia and Byzantium, it was a real tactic. The threat of death or submission wasn't just about spreading faith. It was about consolidating power, unifying diverse tribes, and funding empires through tribute or conquest. Like tariffs, this was existential. Your life or your soul was on the line, not just your economy. But Trump's tariffs, it was leverage, a calculated way to push people whole countries toward a desired outcome, whether faith, loyalty, or resources in the case of Islam. Both strategies use fear of loss to force compliance. But the stakes and tools differ. Trump's tariffs hit wallets and trade balances. They're temporary, negotiable, and about money. Islamic expansion's choices were often about survival or identity. They were existential, with far less room for haggling. Trump's unpredictability keeps trade partners guessing, while Islam's early ultimatums were clearer: convert or die. One's a modern economic gamble, the other was a medieval power play and our future. Both leave you wondering how far the pressure can go before it backfires. That's the comparison. Different eras, different stakes, same game. Same game of pushing limits. Don't be limited by someone else, my boys. Papa for the boys. Signing off until post-op